Namaste everyone. Welcome to my YouTube channel Roots and Voices India. As you know, we are covering SQL. So as of now, we have completed what is SQL and why we are using SQL. Also, we have covered what is database and how to create database, what is table and how to create table. Also, we have covered how to ingest data into a table using insert into command. We have covered what all data types are there, like numeric data type, character or string data type, and date data type. We have already covered all these data types. Also, we have completed practical for those data types. Just now we have completed what is where clause and what all operators are there we are using with where clause. We have covered comparison operators, logical operators, and spatial operators. So now we will see how to modify a existing table. For an example, we have a table and we want to make some changes to that table. So how we can do it? So to make changes to a existing table, we are using alter command. So when we are making any kind of changes to a table, so we are using alter table command. So why we are using alter command in SQL? To change a table structure in SQL, we use the alter table command, which is a data definition language DDL statement. This command allows you to add, delete, or modify columns and constraints in an existing table without deleting the data. So going forward, we will discuss what is constraint, but as of now, we will only see how to make changes in a table structure. So why we are saying it as a DDL command? So what DDL command says? So whenever we are trying to make any kind of changes or like creating into table or database structure, at that time we are using DDL command. So as we are going to make changes to the table structure using alter command, so we are calling it as a DDL command. So if you want to add a new column to an existing table, we are using the add keyword. With add keyword, we are specifying the column name, data type, and any constraint. So as of now, we will ignore the constraint part. So we'll see. So if you want to add a new column, so we have to use the add keyword. Then we have to specify the new column name, then the data type. So as of now, we have covered like how to create the column and the data type. So if you want to make any changes to an existing table, so we have to use add keyword with the column name and the data type. For an example, you can see the syntax here: alter table, table name, add column, add the column name, then data type and constraint. So here what we have to do, we have to use the alter table keyword. Then we have to give the existing table name. Then we have to use the add keyword. Then we have to give the new column name which we want to add to the existing table. Along with the new column name, we have to give the data type. So similarly, if you want to modify the existing table, okay, or like columns data type. So if you want to modify a columns data type or definition, so what you can do? To change an existing columns data type or size, we use the modify or alter column clause depending on the database system. Syntax: alter table, table name, alter column, column name, then new data type. So we have to specify the alter table. We have to give the alter table keyword, then the existing table name. Then again we have to use alter column a keyword as we want to make changes to a existing column. As you know, when we are making changes to a table, we are using alter table keyword. When we'll make changes to a existing column, then we'll use alter column keyword. Then we have to give the column name, the existing column name. Then we'll give the new data type. So we have to note one thing. So if we'll modify a column that already contains data, can lead to data loss or truncating if the new data type is incompatible or smaller in size. So for like it means like if we are having some data For an example, I have a column name, and that column name having the data type of character, and it is having data like numeric data as well as the character data. So if we change this data type to integer, so at that time it might lose the existing we might lose the existing data. That means like what all character data are already there in that column, we might lose those data. So then we go to the drop or delete column. So if for an example, to remove an existing column from a table, use the drop column clause. So if you want to drop, like if you want to delete a column name from a table, from an existing table, so at that time we can use drop column clause. So what is the syntax for that? So we can use alter table, table name. Here is the keyword we will be using drop column. Then we have to use the column name. The column name we want to delete. Similarly, if you want to rename a column, so at that time what we have to use to rename a existing column in a table, we are using alter table, same keyword alter table, command alter table. Then we are using the existing table name. Then we are using rename column command here. So rename column, then we have to give the old column name to the new column name. I just want to make changes like I just want to make the I just want to change the existing column name to a new column name. So at that time I can use this like alter table. Along with that we can use rename column. So when we'll be dealing with the DDL command, so when we are creating the table, or like there might be some mistake happen, and at that time we can use these commands, and it is very much important to know all these commands so that we can make changes to the existing table structures. So now we'll see by doing practical how these commands are working and how it is affecting our existing table. Let's go to our SQL worksheet and we'll check like how things are working over here. So as you know, we have already created a table. The table name is calendar cell, and the database we are using, that is training. So now what we will do, so we'll check first thing, what is the first requirement here. So so what is the first requirement here? So the first thing is like we add a new column. So I want to add a new column to a existing table. So this is our table. I just want to add a new column. So how we can do it? So I will be adding a new column called, so keyword will use alter table. Then we have to use the table name. Then I want to add a new column. So add, then what will be the column name? So though I want to add the column name email. Okay, I want to add the column name email. So when we'll add a column name, so we have to give the new column name. Then we have to specify its data type. So I want to give it varchar and 1000. So I have to close it. Then I will run this query, execute. So commands completed successfully. Now we'll see. Select star from the table name. So if I'll execute this query, so you can see a new column is added over here. So next we will see how to modify a existing table column data type. So for that, what commands we are using? We are using alter table. Then we are using the table name, the existing table name. Then what I am trying to do over here, I am trying to make changes to a existing column. The way I am trying to make changes to a existing table, for that I am using alter table command. Similarly, I will use alter column command, and the existing column name. So I will use the ID column here and the new data type which I want to assign. So for that I want to assign a Wildcard data type. Before it is a integer data type. Let's see. Training table. So if I go to the calendar sales column, so if you see here, the ID is integer now. So if I'll run this query, so command successful. So I'll refresh it. I will again go to database. I'll again go to the training database, then table, then the table which I am looking for, calendar sales. Then I'll go to the column. The ID is now Wildcard. So in this way, we can make changes to a existing column data type. I can make changes to a existing column data type. I can change the data type to a new data type. Remember, so when we are doing this thing, so we have to make sure like our data is not getting affected, because like when we are making changes to a data type to a existing column, there might be a chance to lose some data from the table. So now we'll check how to delete a column from a table. So if you want to delete a column from a existing table, so for that we are using alter table name, drop column name. So it is very much simple. Alter table, then calendar sales, then then we want to delete. So for deleting, like if you want to delete something permanently from the database, so at that time we are using drop. So here I am using drop, then I will use column. So drop column, then I have to use the column name. I want to delete the profit column here. So I will copy here the profit column. So I will put it over here. I'll put it over here. So I want to, if I'll execute this query, it is saying like command completed successfully. We'll check. Now we'll run this select star from the calendar. If I'll execute this query, see, there is no profit column available in the table. So if you want to make changes to a existing column name, then how you can do it? So remember, so when we are explaining in the theory part, so I have explained to rename, so we can use alter table and rename column. So we have to give the old column name to the new column name. But in our SQL Server Management Studio, so we are not having this rename column option. So for that, a system generated stored procedure is there. We can use that stored procedure to rename the column, a table. So how we can do it? So going forward, I will explain like what is stored procedure and how we can create a stored procedure. It is very advanced level SQL. So going forward, I will explain that as well. But now we'll see how we can. Change a existing column name in a table. So if you want to change the column name, so how we can do it? So we have to execute the stored procedure. So for that, the stored procedure which we are going to use, that is sp rename. It is a predefined stored procedure. Rename. Okay, sp rename. Then we will use in a single quote, you will use the database DBO. Then we will the schema DBO. Then we will use the table name. The table name is our calendar sales. Then we will use our column name, that is email. Then comma. Then what I am trying to do? I am trying to give the new column name, that is email underscore ID, comma. Then what type of changes I am going to do? I am going to make changes to the column. So column. So column also I will put it in a single quote. If I will execute this query, So before that, we'll see what is the, so here it is email. So if I will execute this query, what it will become? See, now it changed to the new column name. So if I'll execute this query, now it is email ID. So in this way, we can make changes to a existing column name. Hope I have cleared all your doubts. So we have completed the alter command. In next session, we'll see how to delete a table, how to truncate data from a table, and how to drop a table. Thank you. Thanks for watching.